Hello students, I welcome you to all of you in this class for the students of Standard 10th. Today in this session, we will study about the Ball poem composed by John Berryman. About the poet John Berryman, John Allen McAlpin Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He was born in McAlester, Oklahoma. He was a major figure in American poetry in the second half of the 20th century, and he is considered a key figure in the conventional school of poetry. His best known work is the Dream Songs. So students, that is all about the poet John Berryman. So let's start to read the poem, The Ball poem. A boy loses a ball. He is very upset. A ball doesn't cost much, nor is it difficult to buy another ball. Why then is the boy so upset? Read the poem to see what the poet thinks has been lost and what the boy has to learn from the experience of losing something. So, students, the poet John Berryman, through this poem, The Ball poem, has described the reality of life, which everyone has to face one day. He has touched the topic of how to stand up against the miseries and sorrow of life. So this poem is about a boy who lost something precious to him. So let's start to read the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. Some difficult word meanings. Merrily means cheerful, bouncing, jumping up and down. So here the poet is seeing a boy who is playing with the ball and the ball is rolling away from him. The ball goes bouncing down the street and then in the water. And the question that the poet asks is that what the boy should do as his ball has slipped from his hand and has gone into the water. The poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. The poet has seen the ball going away from the boy. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball skipped from the boy's hand, it went into the street and later on it fell into the nearby river. So start the second paragraph. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. A dime another ball is worthless. Now his senses, first responsibility. Some difficult word meanings are here. Grief, sorrow, rigid, fixed, trembling, shaking, harbor, dock, port, intrude, invader or interfere, dime, 10 cent, US currency, worthless, valueless, useless. So in these lines, the poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball because he has other ball too. He says so because the boy is feeling very sad. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of the childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. Here the poet says that the boy is very sad as the ball, which has now gone into the water, reminds him of those sweet memories of the time when he owned it, when he had played with this ball. This loss is unbearable from him and he is grief-stricken. The poet says that he cannot even tell the boy to take some money from him in order to buy another ball. He says so because the new ball will not bring the sense of belonging to the boy. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. So here in these lines, the poet wants to console the boy by telling him that there are other boys just like one he has lost. But the shock and the grief that the boy has received at the loss of the ball makes him stiff. Here the boy starts to shiver all over. He watches the ball going into the deep harbor along with his childhood days. So these lines, the poet tells us that the little boy is facing the transformation. He had just realized that the ball was his responsibility and he needs to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. In the world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buy a ball back. Money is external, he is learning, well behind his desperate eyes. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Some difficult word meanings: possessions, ownership, external, here things with which feelings are not attached, desperate, hopeless. Epistemology, the Greek word, means knowledge. Here the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings. So be it the worldly things or the relationships he is in the possessions of. So he says that he has to learn to live without them no matter what. He says no one can buy back such things for him. The poet says because according to him money cannot buy you everything. If it does, and if it buy you something materialistic things, still it will not be able to buy the sense of belongings. So here the poet says the money is external. It means that it just a show off. It cannot buy your inner peace. In these lines, the ball is a symbol of man's possessions. He says the boy is learning how to stand up against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. This is the truth that everyone has to learn in his or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against the old miseries of life that everyone has to bear. Here the boy's eyes are filled with a sadness, but this grief has taught him a lesson. He is learning about the loss of things. And here the boy is learning to accept the loss and then to move on. He is learning to stand up against the sense of loss. He is trying to learn the real truth of life, the truth that everyone has to learn in his or her life. And this is the truth, to stand up against the old miseries of life. And students, this is all about the poem, the ball poem. I think all you would have understood this poem. Thank you to all of you. Keep learning.